Hi everybody, I've got another journal for you here today. It's really pretty creams and whites and a doily here. A vintage lady that's got some crackle stamping over it. And then I matched it with a fabric I had in my stash, and it looks kind of crackly too, so it all goes together. And there's a spine. And here's the back. Can you see that crackling going on in that fabric? It's kind of pretty. It's got some texture to it. And I forgot my ruler again, so I'll be right back. Okay. Let me see what we got here. We have got a 4 3/4 by 7 3/8, and the spine is 1 3/8. Let's go inside. I want to show y'all. I'll just pick it up. Another chunky monkey. I don't know why I can't stop adding stuff, but sometimes I just can't stop. So on this one, I did use a kit from Tsunami Rose. That I think it's the one with the teas and the coffees. So that's a theme throughout. This is a pretty, look how pretty that lace pocket is. With a sari ribbon tied bow. A little card that I made. With that little tag on it. There's another little card, and it's got 2 pieces of paper stuffed in it. A little belly band here going on. When I just wrapped it around the card, so that way I would have a tuck spot when I put it on. I thought that kind of went pretty good together. And we'll stick these back in. You know, I got to see them. So let's put that back in there. And push it down a little bit. Put they in there. That's one of the images from the kit. It's got heavy coffee dyed and crackling on it. Over here is a pocket with a little rose and some of that grass cloth I love using. And it's got a pocket back here and a pocket here. This is from the kit. Back here, I stuck in one of those bookmarks. I thought that might be kind of handy. And then here's just a white piece of paper that I do my stamping and my crackling on. I'll just put that in there. Over here in the front, a little bit of lace ruffle, not lace ruffle, a little bit of a ruffle. That's muslin and sari silk in the back. Little dictionary, nope, that's one of my Latin pages. And then we have some coffee stained papers. And then over here, this is a little image from the kit, and I just put a piece of fabric behind it. Lots of room to journal, because it really is a big journal. Got some lace here, and a music tag, and a pearl, and some seam binding, it looks like. I also did some napkin decoupaging in this one, too. Sewed down the side here. That's a craft punch. Over here, this is from the kit, and it's glued down, but it's sewn on. We're pretty ruffled with the grass cloth behind it. And again, it's been punched. Over here is a pocket with a double bow. And inside, I put that sari silk right there, sewn on with gold thread. And that's a card that has a little bit of sewing on it. And this is a little photo mat with the corrugated paper. Nice piece of napkin decoupage, and this is the middle of the first signature with sewing down the side. That's another ruffle. Look at that. That's part from the kit. Now this isn't from the kit. I just put that on there, and in here we have 2 cutouts from the kit. Coffee stained. And then this is a little tiny booklet with it's got a little Tim Holtz paper clip to go with it. It's just lined paper inside. I left all the edges rough and tore them. You got a little mini booklet. And Sammy says hello. Imagine that. Over here is another ruffle and a little yarn circle that I like to make sometimes. This is from the kit. I backed it with a ticket and some cheesecloth. Guess what those are? Oh, yeah. And an envelope. And inside we've got a vintage lady. One of the Tim Holtz flashcards. Oh, how cute is that? And a piece of scrapbook paper. I like the color gold in this book. Here we've got a punch here with just some coffee dyed paper. Same on the back page here. More napkin decoupage with the stamping, the script stamping, and the crackle. And this one's a little flip out. Right there. Really heavy. I went really heavy on this. I told you I was going to do that. And it's really kind of neato. Came out kind of neat. Here we've got another flip up with a little vintage ticket. And it opens up. See, it's hinged here. And you got a little kitty cat and a teacup right there. Some lace going down the side and some sewing. I did put a lot of lace on the edges. To me, you know, it's that contrast again that I'm liking. It's my kick lately. And there's another decoupaged part of a napkin. Sewing down the edge. I backed this with some fabric washi tape. And a pretty green, mint green color. And that's a piece from the kit. And sewn on. Over here is just a paper doily. Here's a little pocket, and that's from the kit. And I added several layers of fabric with a safety pin. And this is a little booklet. Got several pages in it. It's got some ephemera. Kind of makes that, and that is twisted sari ribbon. Over here, got a pretty vintage lady and a piece of coffee dyed paper, lightly coffee dyed paper, with some kind of like a maroonish, a dirty maroonish color. Let's see what this is. Oh, somebody's lucking out. Somebody is seriously lucking out here. This is Trammell Southern Bread Pudding. From Dubuque, Louisiana. So that I know that's good. I love bread pudding. Got a piece of ruffle here with some gold and a gold flower. And over here, she matches the front cover. It's got some cheesecloth and a rose. And this flips up. It's hinged. So you could put like a photo there and right here. Oh, thready, thready, thready girl. And then this holds it in place. Right there. And some punch outs on the side. And that's a little teacup from the kit, and I just backed it with some fabric. And there's some napkin decoupage. This is the center of the the second signature. Over here is a pocket, and it's got some lace and part of a doily. And we have a little card that I made. And this is from the kit. And it's got some lace back here and some sewing and silver thread, and then some beige thread here and more lace. This is a little mini booklet. It's got some muslin and a little piece of lace on it. It's just a little mini fun booklet to write in. Over here, I've got a ticket here, and then a piece of coffee dyed paper with a real pretty flower, and then some lace with some sewing here, and then this lifts up so that you have two places to journal. And that holds it in place. It's kind of neato. Over here, this is from the kit. This is from the kit here. Some sewing. This is another flip up that with a gold paper clip, and it's got a vintage lady and some pieces of tiny pieces of lace, and I think that's just a piece of fabric that's raveled at the end. Back, and then this lifts up. And I played with my sewing machine again and did the white on it this time on the grass. And this is grass cloth. Sewed it down here in gold, sewed it up here in gold, and then I attached a safety pin with some seam binding. I stamped a piece of paper, and there's a little doily up under there. And this holds this piece of paper. I might as well show you before I clip it back. I just attached a piece of paper that's removable to write on, and then it leaves you this whole page to journal on. And it just fits right over there. Another coffee dyed paper. This is from the kit, and I just put a piece of lace down the side, some sewing and stitching. More lace and an item from the kit, and this is the start of the third signature. I really like this kit a lot. It's real pretty. This is a card from the kit that is hinged here, and then this holds it in place. And that's made out of seam binding. This is more from the kit, and I put it on a fabric pocket. And this is a card from the kit. And that's one of my cards. It's got a little cafe, tea, coffee theme going on here. This I sewed in a piece of fabric. So it's like a page in the signature. If you want to attach anything to it, I recommend you safety pin it, or you can glue, but if you glue it, you've got to put a piece of acetate back here so that it won't stick, because it'll go right through these holes and attach itself to the paper. So, but I like the safety pin idea if you wanted to put something on there. Attach it with a safety pin. Some stitching here. The stitching is really light beige, but it's got a little bit of a shimmer to it. This is from the kit, all the little coffee cups. Piece of lace with some stitching. There are the roses. It's napkin decoupage. And that's another piece from the kit, and I just overlaid. This is a little flower that I make, and it's got a star brad. And there's a ruffle with some sewing. And this is a petal pocket. Shh, Sammy. Hush, Sammy Joe. And it opens up. Isn't it pretty? This is graphic 45 paper. And I put 3 stitched coffee dyed pieces of paper in it. And it's secured down. You know, I glued it on there, so it's part of the page. And it's got eyelets. What you call them? Not eyelet. Maybe it is what you call them. that the seam binding runs through. And that's some of the stitching showing through. This is the other side of that piece of fabric. This is from the kit. And some napkin decoupage here, and that's from the kit with a little bit of cloth, the punched edge. It's really, it's got a lot of decoration in it, but it's also got a lot of space for you to do and add your own goodies and memorabilia pieces. So, you know, it's a really good book for that. There's the back. And over here on this pocket, I attached a doily and a piece of lace, and I backed it with a little piece of white so it would stand out a little bit more. And this is one of those antique safety pins, and then I just attached a button on the safety pin. It's loose, so it would be free to move around. And I added one of my little booklets. It's cardstock, made out of cardstock. Places to journal. That's Latin. You got some, you know, you could put a huge picture here and journal about it. You've got plenty of space to do that. Got some space here on the back for journaling. And then this is an index card. I chose it because I wanted something black to peep through over here on the side because of the button. Sammy Joe, don't get my lap. And then a card, coffee dyed card. Then it goes in this booklet. It's a biggin. It's a biggin. Look how big it is. I think I'm losing my mind. It's late at night and I'm a little tired, so you'll have to forgive me. But I really like the texture of this one. And like I said, I leave my threads. If they drive you crazy, just cut them off. There's the front again. And I want to thank y'all for spending time with me today, and appreciate y'all being here so much. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.